So what we are looking for is in the denominator. If your denominator is one of these three things. One, as Cal said, binomial, 2 terms. What's a trinomial? How many terms? 3. Okay. Second thing, so look at the denominator. What's common about these 4? About these 4 binomials?
No, they only have one, like, x, they only have one variable?
They only have one variable, and specifically that variable is just x to what power? First power, so exponent of 1. We can also call that linear if we wanted to, but we'll call it exponent of 1.
Have to be an exponent of 1?
Yes. The exponent of 2, you have to do long division. Third thing, what's common about 1, 2, and 3? Coefficients, right? The coefficients also equal to 1. You're saying, well, this one number 4 has a coefficient. Not a problem. What can we do to get rid of the coefficient? Divide everything by a coefficient of 2. Including everything in the top and everything in the bottom. It's just not my favorite method because we're going to get a fraction in there. I would prefer to do long division going forward. We'll do that tomorrow. Anyway, you won't have me on Wednesday, I know you do. So, let's finish writing that third thing. Coefficient is equal to what? If it's not, we can make it. Make it till we make it. To the long division. Here we go. Number 1. One other thing right here. Really important. You can never divide by what value? 0. You can't divide by 0. So therefore, if this can't be 0, what can x not be? 7. 7 minus 7 would give us 0. So x can't be 7. So that's what we're going to use. We're going to put it in a little box in your first line. My very first student called this matchbox. That only called matchbox. Now, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do numbers, but I want you to watch and see summarize some numbers. Ready? Eyes up, eyes down. 1, negative 3, negative 28. You can say that like that. Good. The numerator's coefficients, awesome. Secondly, I want to note that I had a square, I had a first, and I had no x's, and I got all of them down. Alright, now skip the line. Give you somewhere to write, and then make a line. Drop down that first term. Don't ever touch that first term. Leave him as a 1. Never touch the first. In fact, I think it's touch this down when you watch the first one, or if you write it to the bottom. Once you get caught. You've got to turn down here. This is your magic box time. 1 times 7. Look up. 1 times 7. 7 put here. Add it together. What do we get? Positive 4. Magic box times 4 times 7. 28 put it here. Add together, what do we get? 0. Now we're going to do something. That's our answer. Write that down and we'll talk about it. Now, what does this answer mean? The first number listed, and I always write this in whenever I do the division is wrong. This is our remainder. Doesn't matter. The second thing is going to be our number. the next thing is going to be an x. If I had another number in here, it'd be x squared, and then x cubed, and then x to the fourth, and continue to go up. So what this means is that the polynomial is trinomial up here, x squared minus 2x minus 28 divided by x minus 7 is going to be equal to 1x and then positive 4. 1x plus 4. If it was a minus 4 right there, you get minus 4. The last number is the remainder, and you write that out instead. If you got a number in there, then you would just write, I'll write it with a 0 in there, so you write it plus your remainder divided by your original divisor, x minus 7. Oh. We don't have to write that. This is your final answer right here. You do not need to include that remainder.
What do you do?
If you're remainder, you just want to say like R dot. No, you write it like this. That's this. Oh.
So the 7 matches off. Number 2 would be.
Well, what plus 4 makes 0? Let's do number 2. So I know it gets better with math. Okay, so let's make sure that the 3 requirements first. Is our divisor a binomial? Does it have an exponent of 1? Is it a coefficient 1? Yes. Alright, so we are good to go on this one, and then what Mr. Hassett was asking is what do we put into the magic box? And again, its denominator cannot be equal to 0. So what plus 4 would give us 0? Minus 10, negative 4. So negative 4 is going to go into the magic box. Now, looking up into the numerator for coefficients. It's negative 4 plus 4. I have x to the 4th. What is its coefficient? 1. What about x to the 3rd? Nothing. That's its coefficient. 1. 4. What's the placeholder? 0. What about my x squared? What's the placeholder? 1. 0. How about an x? No. What's its placeholder? 1. And how about my number? Negative 256. You must have every single term in the fourth, and you must put in for third, second, first, down here. How about this thing? Let's go through this one now. Any questions you have related to that? Alright, here we go. Do we ever touch the first term? No. No. Bring it straight down. No, underneath the line. Use that magic box. Multiply them together. Negative 4 times 1. Add it together. 0 plus negative 4. Use the magic box. Negative 4 times negative 4. 16. Add it together. 0 plus 16. 16. Use the magic box. This is 4 cubed, guys. 16 times negative 4. Ooh, add it together, we get negative 64. Again, this is your fourth that I'm working on. Negative 4 times negative 64, 256. Ooh. Is there a remainder on this problem? No. 0. Let's go through and label it. Remainder. Number. What comes next? X. Then x squared. Then x cubed. So our final answer to this problem is that we have 1x cubed minus 4x squared, positive 16x's, and minus 64. Okay, so now that we've done that problem, any questions with that? You guys have some really excellent questions in the last one. So number 3, so we can see that it's the binomial on the bottom. So exponent of 1. So the exponent of 1. Yes, so the coefficient. No, it's a 1. Alright. Let's look at the top. Let's see, we need a place for our highest value is 2. We have a 1. We have a none. Do we need any place for it? No. Okay, let's think about what goes into the magic box. What minus 7 gives us 0? That's 7. So 7 goes into the box. Alright. So what are the numbers in the box? Get the space. What do we do with the top? That's it. That's anything with it? Okay. And what do we do with that 5? And what do we get? Okay. Now we do with like 35. Got it? And go ahead. How do we make it? Okay. Every 3 that makes it number 6. That one's 13. You have positive. Remainder. Number. X. So, the final answer to this problem is 5x's minus 3. Now, again, it doesn't have remainders, so I don't put anything in there. If it had something in there, I would just write that thing. 0 divided by 1. All right. Will you all pass up on these? You are. Pass up one last time. What if there was a cube? What would be your first step? What's 4 divided by 2? 6 divided by 3. When you're still passing up 2 divided by 3. What's 2 divided by 3? And what's 1 divided by 2? Half. What was going into the next box? Very good. Very good. All right.